control the vertical.
Welcome to Anthologic, the TV anthology podcast. I am your host, Mark. Anthologic is a podcast dedicated to exploring the good, the bad, and the odd of horror, science fiction, and the best of mystery suspense anthology shows and series on TV. Join me as we slip through the cracks of reality to approach the extremes of experience, where we can peruse the stories and art of a sinister fairground of strange and wonderful rides. And now we go on to the show that is the focus of this particular episode. Welcome to this episode of Anthologic with your host Mark. Today we are covering a Twilight Zone episode from Season 1, Episode 33, first aired on June the 3rd, 1960. This is an interesting one in terms of what's going on behind it, actually. In terms of the episode, it's a kind of goofy, it's almost like a Mr. Bean kind of character, a quirky, happy-go-lucky kind of guy who's not very practical. It's failing in some respects in life, but happy enough, and it's quite pleasant in that way. Mr. Bevis is our man, played by Orson Bean, and essentially this is following up from A Passage for Trumpet, which involved a guardian angel. This is a guardian angel story, so again we're getting It's a Wonderful Life vibes. It's that kind of thing. Essentially, he's a happy man. He listens to the Ziva music, he builds models, he interacts with kids. The neighbourhood kind of likes him. He's a goofball. But unfortunately, in one day, because of his not really applying himself to real life, let's put it that way, his car falls to pieces, he gets evicted, and he loses his job all in one day. And he goes for a drink, sitting in a bar, looks in the mirror. There's a man sitting in the booth. He turns around, he can't see him. Or is it the other way around? I can't remember. It might be the other way around. So essentially, this man is his guardian angel, and we find out from various backstories and photos he gets shown that something heroic, an ancestor in his past did something wonderful, and his lineage has been granted a guardian angel. The guardian angel can set everything right. He can restart the day, and when he restarts the day, his rent is paid. He's really good at his job. But people don't recognise him. People that he interacts with usually and is happy to interact with, part of the joy of his life, just do not know him and don't recognise him. And he decides he likes his old life back. So he gets it, but we do see it's back as it was before he's kind of wrecked. But there's little things are being done for him. The guardian angel's still doing things, much smaller acts of kindness or protection. For example, when he returns, his car's back is a wreck, but it's in front of a fire hydrant, and a cop's about to give him a ticket. But the hydrant disappears, and it's next to the cop car. So things like that, right? So yes. Now, conceptually, the whole point of this apparently was Rod Serling was planning a sort of comedy series called Mr. Bevis. It's starring Burgess Meredith. But Burgess Meredith didn't want to commit to a series, just didn't want to. And so Rod Serling repurposed the concept to just one episode. And apparently there's a later episode in another series of Twilight Zone, also based on some of the ideas they threw around for this. This episode is described on Wikipedia as an unsuccessful television pilot. It's more like the concept of a television series was taken and purposed into this. That's actually more like what it is. And it's kind of okay. And I'm not even sure a comedy series would have worked. The reason is I don't think Rod Serling's a very particularly good comic writer. He's got his little comic and fun interludes, but he's not laugh out loud funny. This is not Bilko or, Car 54, if you want to talk about things, comedy from around this era. It's just not that funny. But having said that, Burgess Meredith in this role would have really smashed it, I believe. He's got way more nuance than just being a bit goofy, and would have brought some sort of heart to the character. And with different writers, possibly. And the idea of the series was this man gets into scrapes and each week a guardian angel gets him out of it. And again, it kind of, I don't know how that will work because it sounds very samey on one note. But, with the right writers and someone like Burgess Meredith in the lead, that sort of idea could have worked. Also, I should mention the opening sort of titles were a bit different. It's like an eye and a sun, and much shorter to open the episode. So they did a few changes. Apparently that only happened in like about 4 episodes in all, that particular changed one. They was just trying it out, I guess. I don't really know. So, not a great episode. It was okay. He was fine. As I say, Awesome Bean was playing Bevis, and the angel, they used there was a bit of alliteration. The angel was called J. Hardy Hempstead. And the cast were fine. I didn't have any particular problems with any of it. It was delivered just okay, but I just felt it was all a bit kind of weak. There was no okay is about the best I can summon for this one. We are getting to near the end of season 1, so maybe things are getting a little punchy around this. Having said that, it was delivered with sharpness. It was directed reasonably well. It could have been directed better for the comedy and timing stuff, but it was okay. It was functional. But I just feel like it just about held its own in the time scales given. Let's put it that way. And it's weird to have 2 Angel episodes back to back. They should have at least separated them by at least one other story. It seems like they're just reusing some similar tropes here. But yeah, it was okay. Anyway, I'm going to stop there. Before I go, may I ask, is anybody out there?
There's nobody here but us chickens.
We now return control of your television set to you until next week at this same time, when the control voice will take you to